Hey guys, how's it going? Today's video is going to be on the 98 shop truck box, block sanding and stuff like that. I didn't really want to do this video, but it's what I've been doing. So I can only show you stuff that I've been doing, right? Can't show you stuff that I haven't done. So here we are. Um, yeah, I'm going to block sand. Block sanding sucks. It's like, you know, drywall sanding the mud. It's an awful job, but it's a necessary evil, and it's a step that has to be done if you want to have a decent paint job. Yeah, block sanding, and that's it. So I shot the truck in high build primer last night, and I've pretty much been at it most of the day. But I'll show you where we're at. And yeah, let's get after it. Okay, I'll bring you up to speed on this thing. There's new metal in here. I cut out a big chunk out of here, right from the lip all the way over to about here. And you know, it's just, I didn't buy patch panels. It didn't get up into this body roll here. It was just below. So it's just a flat piece of metal. I just kind of, you know, bent it over my leg until I got the curve and welded her in. No problem. I also had to do a couple of shots on the wheel lip here. I think there was a patch here and one over here. And then on the other side, same kind of deal. Down here, new metal all the way up to here. Didn't have to do anything on the outside of the lip, but I did change the whole inner lip up to here, and then all the way across and down to about from that hole to that hole. And then another piece down here. Now I shot this in primer last night, let it set, and I spent most of the day blocking it. It's all blocked except for this one little piece right here, and you can see how it's kind of darker. Well, it was like this, and I just took a spray bomb of cheap primer and just kind of dusted it, and that's my guide coat. So when I'm sanding, I can see low spots and high spots, because the black underneath is the epoxy, or you might even get to the putty. But you know, I'm going to set up the camera, show you real quick about I'm going to finish this piece off, and we'll go from there. Okay, so when you're doing this, what you want to do is a kind of an X pattern. Okay, so I'm going to move it over a little bit. There we go. So you're going to go this way, and then you're going to go this way against it. So show you real quick. Now, you see how it's white right here? Well, I already know that that's a high spot. So, you know, as we're going, the high spots and the low spots will show up. There's a low spot here. Let me try to get this a little bit better here. I'm hung up. So this will be a low spot. It's really dark. And this white spot here is a high spot. It's low right beside it. It's dark. Again, now you can see the black from the epoxy. That's the center of the high spot. Now we're getting to the putty here. A little bit yellow. can see right here, a little bit black. So we're low right here. See how this dark spot is kind of disappearing? It's getting smaller and smaller. That's because we're taking down the high spots. Now if we get the metal, we stop. I'm just using a 120 for this. This is the first block, so we'll drop it down to a finer grit for the second block. Okay, won't take much more to finish that off. I'm going to put a mask on because this stuff is not good to breathe. But I wanted to be able to talk and you could hear me. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up real quick and come right back. Okay, so you can see that dark spot has pretty much disappeared. So we sanded it down enough. Now when I put the next coat of high build primer on it, it'll fill the rest of this low spot in. The rest is pretty good. And then when we block it, the size of this patch here, this high spot, will probably shrink to about the size of a toonie, maybe even smaller. It feels pretty good. So you know, we'll lay another coat of primer on this and get after it again. I just want to show you something real quick. You see how this is kind of a circle here, and it's high around. This is the epoxy underneath. Picture dropping a stone into the water. You know, where the stone goes into the water, it makes a hole in the water, of course, and then there's a kind of a wave that comes up around it. Metal works the same way because you're stretching it. So there's a little dent here. The area around it will actually come out. So that's why you got a bit of a high spot there. So just to let you know, when you're working a dent like that, you want to tap around the dent also as you're pulling this out. So yeah, just to show you something. Anyhow, that's it for now. Okay, so there you have it. Dusty day. Miserable, shitty, crappy work, but it's necessary. It's got to be done if you want a half-decent job. You know, I don't like doing it. I don't know if you like watching it, but it is what it is. Two things you need when you're doing this stuff. One, you need blocks. You need a set of sanding blocks, you know, different shapes, sizes, some of them flexibility, that kind of thing. This is not a sanding block. Okay, so a lot of guys, well, I want to feel what I'm doing when I'm sanding. Well, these little things here leave grooves in your finish, and it's going to show in the paint. I've seen it before. You can tell where the guy sanded away, and you can see the ruts from his fingers in the finished job. So yeah, use a block. Second thing you need is ice cold pops in the fridge, because man, you build up a powerful thirst when you're doing sanding. Um, and you need something to wash it down with, right? So yeah, and Dirty Dan's Rod and Cycle on Facebook. Check us out. A lot of cool stuff there. Before and after pictures, pictures of fields full of old cars, and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. So check that out, and hit the subscribe button. No, I mean it, man. Hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell. What is wrong with you? I'm at 99. I need one more to get to 100, triple digits. I'll be happy. Let's get after it, guys. And yeah, if you don't do anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.